Hey everyone, it's Nick here. How's it going? It's sure been a while, right? Well, I got another unboxing to do. It's mostly movies, but there is one game on it. And it's a game I've actually won for a very, very long time, but never owned. Not even on the NES until now. So, well, of course, Famicom, but excuse me, my voice is a little hoarse or whatever you call it, scratchy. Got some like phlegm in my throat or something. I don't know. Uh, oh my gosh. Okay. Just gotta open this thing. Okay. So how's everyone doing in this economic turmoil? And with the crazy guy in Russia committing genocide or whatever. It's crazy, right? Crazy world we live in. I didn't think the world would get this bad in my lifetime, or at least, not until like I was like really old. Anyways, all right. So let's see what we got. Of course, Bai has since upped um, their payments for shipping and stuff because all the price spikes and everything. Whether you want to blame, at least in America, whether you want to blame Putin or Biden for that, whatever. All right, so this is a movie that I watched before. It's pretty good, but this. I'm actually surprised. I didn't know this was a Martin Scorsese film, but this is The Departed. So it's going to be interesting hearing this with Japanese voice actors. It's a really good action movie. Um, so if you like, if that's the kind of thing you like, then I would, in fact, recommend it. All right. All right, another one. Okay, this one's a classic, right? Hmm. I've actually been playing GoldenEye a lot recently on N64. Man, of course the Japanese version, but still. But this is Rain Man. This is a pretty good film, right? Tom Cruise and Dustin freaking Hoffman. That's nice. I am excited for the game, though. Of course. Uh, I'm trying to think the most I've ever paid for a video game. I think that was Dragon Slayer on the Famicom. Like, jeez. All right. Oh, and speaking of, if I can get it out here. I was gonna say, speaking of, oh, sorry. Speaking of GoldenEye, I don't know, my microphone was just covered up. I don't know if you heard. I just said I was playing GoldenEye 64 a lot lately. It's like I never said the game was bad. But I have always said that World's Not Enough was the better game on N64 by far. But oh yeah, here's a classic. Because I played the video game, unfortunately, on the NES. But I've seen this movie before, but not in Japanese, so this will be interesting. But this is Hook. Yeah, this is a classic. I mean, again, Dustin Hoffman, and then you got, the legend himself, Robin Williams. Not to say Dustin Hoffman's not legendary. He is. Just not as much as Robin Williams. Oh, yeah, here's another classic. Yeah. Got a bunch of classic stuff right here. Sorry, I just woke, and I also woke up not that long ago, so yeah, I'm kind of, low energy right now. But this Pulp Fiction, yeah, this is a great movie. Gotta love Tarantino stuff. Even if he can be a bit of an oddball at times, you know. I'm wondering, okay, I don't know if this is a DVD or a movie. It doesn't feel like it. But I don't know what it could be then. Ah, it is. It's two movies. That's why it felt different. Okay. Again, classic movies. I've seen these before, but again, not in Japanese. But these are two of my favorite films. But Wayne's World 1 and 2. It's a really good films. I know people don't like Wayne's World 2 as much. And yeah, it's not as good as the first one in my opinion, but I still enjoyed it. I didn't think it was like horrible or anything, so. I mean, that's the problem with making sequels. That's why I hope they don't make an Austin Powers sequel, because it's like it probably wouldn't be as good as the others. You know, that's usually how it works. I actually never saw this film before. I've seen the cover, but I only got this film because it was on the site for a really low price, and I was like, you know, that might be interesting to watch. But this is the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Yeah, I mean, I've heard it's a pretty good flick, so I'm gonna have to check it out myself. Yeah, it's funny, until I got into these Japanese versions of movies, I wasn't much of a movie guy. I mean, I rarely ever watch movies. I watch my podcasts, like Daily Wire and stuff, but, yeah. Oh, yes. So this is the movie that I've wanted to watch for a very long time. I mean, I've seen parts of the movie, but I've never actually seen the whole movie. And especially after watching Terminator, I think this would be a good movie to watch. But this is RoboCop. I mean, this is a classic. I can't wait to check that one out. It's a good flick. Yeah, we still got a ways to go, people. I think I have like 19 packages total. And I'll have more like in a couple weeks too. But oh yeah, okay. So another movie that I watched. It's pretty good. Get it out free here. But this is The Guest. Basically, it's about this guy who lives with his family because apparently he knew their deceased brother in the military, and then he turns out to be a psychopath. It's a pretty interesting movie, and it's really, I just don't know how British actors do it. I mean, the character Dan Stevens, he does an American accent throughout the movie, and he's pretty good at it. I mean, of course, you know, most Americans aren't as good. You know, like when British actors do an American accent, and there will be another reference to this actually soon, but you'll see what I mean. But I just think Brits do a better job at it. I don't know, because it's easier because everything's like more enunciated. But in case anyone's ever wanted to hear what my British accent sounds like, because I'm not just into Japanese culture, I'm also really into English culture. I mean, there's a reason Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch are like two of my favorite movies. In fact, I can never decide whether Big Lebowski or Snatch is my favorite movie of all time, so I like them just as much. But like right here, we've got The Hunt for Red October. I actually have this game on the NES, and yes, in UK, we actually say it like NES. I'm going to piss off a lot of British people with my bad accent here, so just bear with me. My Australian accent is slightly better, but not too much. But you know, it's a lot more laid back, kind of like a laid back British accent, you know. Or maybe I sound like a Kiwi, but they sound identical to me. Oh yeah, I'm not one to normally watch Disney films, but Turning Red looked like such a good movie. Actually, no, that's not what it is. I actually saw a clip of this in Japanese. I had to get it because this is Alice in Wonderland, or as they call it, Fushigi no Kuni no Arisu. So, Alice's Mysterious Land is actually what they call. but it's already a batshit insane movie. So watching it in with Japanese subtitle or Japanese voice acting is even more crazy. All right, so yeah, I don't know. My accent's not very good, but there's going to be another reference to a Australian accent too later from the same thing. Oh yeah, this is again a movie I've always wanted to watch, especially since I have the NES game, which isn't as good, although I think it's far from the worst on the NES. But and yeah, they release DVDs like this in Japan as well. But this is Last Action Hero. Such a great film. It's cheesy '90s stuff, but the only crappy thing is it only has Japanese subtitles with the voices. Like you have English and Japanese voices, but some of these older DVDs they only have Japanese subtitles, which is a shame because I mean, oh well. But I can look at the script or something while I'm watching it. Not a big deal. Yeah, we still got plenty to go. Okay, I'm actually curious as to what this is. Pretty big bag. I don't know. Doesn't feel like it would be a DVD, but oh, there's 4 movies in here. Ah, I know what this is. Quite possibly my favorite series ever, unless Die Hard wins out. I'm not sure, but Lethal Weapon. Oh my god, these films are so damn good. Now the only crappy thing is the first movie isn't dubbed in Japanese. So I guess the way they did it was like most of these films would be dubbed in Japanese, like on certain like TV stations or something. But when they came over to DVD or home video, that's when it was harder to find. But these are really good movies. If you're looking for a good like 80s 90s series of movies to watch, Lethal Weapon is the way to go. It is true that they're not each one isn't as good as the last one, but I still think they're really good. My favorite's probably the first one, but but if you really want to be amazed, watch Lethal Weapon 4 and like Jet Li's performance. My God, that guy is awesome. All right, and I think that about does it for the for that. I need to find my damn knife. I don't remember where I put it. Oh shit. Oops. Wait, is there a... Oh wait, no. That was it. There we go. It's all the way back here, okay. Waremo no Chui. So, Chui, Chui, that means like caution. So, I guess it's just saying be careful, or something like that. These are weird packages to open. You kind of like that. Or not. I really don't know. Oh wait, yeah, you cut this edge. I know, and I'm bad. I'm gonna stab myself one day. Not intentionally, of course, but by not. So I'm always cutting towards myself. My last job, we opened boxes with box cutters, and they always said, cut, away from yourself, because obviously that's safe. And I would just be like, oh, cut towards me? Okay, sure, not a problem. Oh, yeah, Japanese newspaper. Yes. Gotta love stuff wrapped in Japanese newspaper. It's the best. Could this be the game that I've been waiting for what feels like an eternity? Yes, it is. It is, in fact, the game I've been waiting for a long time. Even though I could play it emulated. Which I have, but it's just not as good. So, probably gonna gawk at this one for, oh man, 14 minutes already. Yeah, get comfortable. This video's probably gonna be a little while longer. If I can get my capture device set up, I have to look for the cables, but I think I know where the capture device is. But if I can, I'd love to do like a Let's Play of GoldenEye. Wouldn't that be cool? So this, my friends, this is Star Wars for the Famicom. So yeah, in Japan, so kind of like, it's funny, they're both Lucasfilm titles, but you know how on the NES there were 2 Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade games? Well, in Japan, there were two Star Wars games based on, what is it, Episode 4, New Hope, I think. So, yeah, the Namco one was awful, and that's surprising seeing it was programmed by the same guy who did RBI Baseball, which from what I heard is pretty good. I'm not much of a baseball game fan, but yeah, everything here's, wow, it's like pristine, it's like brand new. Um, the only thing I'll say about how much I paid for it is I paid way more than brand new. That's all I'm willing to reveal. And it wasn't as bad as, nowhere near as bad as Dragon Slayer for the Famicom. Which I still think is a decent game, Dragon Slayer, on the Famicom, as long as you can get used to it, but, alright. Wow, there's actually credits in here. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, this is a good game. Holy shit, I love this. I mean, this is it's not perfect, or it's still like a pretty hard game. I would actually recommend watching Film and Stuff's videos on it, as well as Silent Rob's playthrough of it. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Oh, another big thing. Maybe it's just a bunch of movies. And it's like, you know, it's like, sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. Sometimes I do that. It's one of my biggest flaws. Oh, I got the Indiana Jones movies, and it came with a freaking like little badge thing. That is cool. I thought I didn't order or thought those didn't come in time, but yeah, another series that I've wanted to watch for a long time and just never got the chance. Holy shit. Sorry, excuse my French. Yeah, which is weird. You know, I don't know if I trust those DNA sites anymore, because it's when I first got my results back, it said that I had French ancestry from like Normandy. Then when I looked at it again, it didn't show up. But they for some reason left France and Germany into the same category. I do know that I'm German, at least. Although I kind of I kind of suspected that part of my family might have been Jewish, but there was no Jewish DNA in me. So, well, it's like, of course, that doesn't mean anything. Like my dad has like a bit of Scottish, and I don't. So I guess like the DNA. I don't know. It's complicated, and I got some crap in my throat. I can't. I'm not sick anymore. Just, you know, sometimes I get. I don't smoke or anything. Ah, yes, another great film, Goldmember. It's corny, but watching it in Japanese will be awesome, you know. So I can't wait for that. All right, I think I got 2 more packages here, so don't worry, guys. We're almost at the end. I like these. They look like little shopping bags or something. I always keep the boxes too, because I could store stuff in them. It's like not only do I get, you know, all these cool things from Japan, but I also get boxes, which, yeah, it doesn't sound exciting, which it's not, but then I could use it to like put games in there. Oh yeah, I've watched this movie, but not in Japanese. It's a really good film though, Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, I'm a huge Queen fan. I don't know if people really know much about my musical tastes, but Queen is one of my favorites. They're not like, they'd probably be in my top 10, not top 5, but top 5 probably Sting, Chicago, man, Alice in Chains. I mean, I'd have to put Alice in Chains high up here. And look at this one. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Okay. I don't know how you open this. Oh, like that. Okay, gotta get the tape off. Get the tape off of here. Oh, yes. So this is I'll tell you how I came across this. Now, I thought these kinds of TV series were for like old people, like medical drama / comedies. But this is actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like a lot bigger. But let me take it out. But I'll tell you how I came across this. But this is the DVD set for Dr. House, also known as just House or House MD. So basically, How I got into this series was so there's a movie I've watched a few times, As Good as It Gets, Jack Nicholson or whatever, and I think it's kind of near the beginning of the movie. He he has like this OCD where he has to sit in the same table at this restaurant, and this like Jewish couple are sitting there, so you know, he like harasses them until they leave. So the Jewish couple, one of them is Lisa, is played by Lisa Edelstein, I don't know, and she's Dr. Cuddy in this series, which she like runs the hospital or whatever. And then the guy that she's with in the movie is played by yeah, I can only remember his name. His last name is Jacobson, but he's Dr. Taub in this. So like when people made the references, like, oh, I gotta check that out, and I actually liked it. So yeah, I didn't think I'd be into like a series, but man, look how tiny this is. I thought it would be, wow. Now I also have more stuff coming in a couple weeks, and that'll be more game related. Still a lot of movies, but there'll be more game related things in there. But I think that's it, guys. I did get a few other things, like I got my first Japanese physical Switch game, which is Clubhouse Games. I know, not too exciting. I already have it on my Switch, but I thought it'd be cool to own a physical one. Just, that'd be cool. Um, I got like a DS game. I think the US version is called like Professor Layton and the Unwound Future or something like that. Unwound something. Professor Layton unwound something. Um, and I can't remember. There was one other. I thought there was like one other thing I got, and I can't remember it. Sorry. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope everyone's doing well. Have a safe, July, and not really worried about this monkeypox thing. From what I hear about it, but I'd still say be safe. Whatever you do, whatever you're doing, be safe. And as a little side note, do you guys like my shirt? My little Beatles Let It Be shirt. Which is funny, I actually don't own this album. I haven't been able to get my hands on a Japanese copy yet. But, anyway. So yeah, if I could find my capture stuff or whatever, I would love to do a playthrough of GoldenEye 007. I'd probably do it on Secret Agent difficulty, though, because um, I've beaten half of the game on Double Agent, but I haven't beat the whole game on Double Agent, and I don't think it's possible. And when I play through that game, or if I do, then I'll go through like all the things I don't like about GoldenEye. Why I think World's Not Enough is a better game. Well, that's not to say that GoldenEye is a bad game. I don't think so. I think it is pretty good, but I think people give it more credit than it actually deserves. But that's not to say that like the developers sucked or anything. In fact, I have my freaking stuff on the microphone. It would help if I didn't do that. Sorry. But one of the cool things was one of the things I remembered after I watched the movie when I was a little younger, probably in my teens, was because I've played the game since I was like maybe around the age of 10. It's when my parents were still together, so it was years ago, like a decade or two. But but after I'd seen the movie, one of the things I was fascinated with was that the movie sets looked just like the movies. And I guess what happened was the developers at Rare were actually allowed to go on set and take pictures and notes and everything. That was really cool. I'll give them that. And the music, I think by Grant Kirkhope, hope I got that right, was just astonishing. It sounds like he uses some of the instruments you hear in the movie, so like it sounds like it's music from the movie, which is pretty cool. I don't know who did the music for GoldenEye the film, but whoever did, they got to be impressed with this game's soundtrack, because it sounds just like something you hear in the movie. Of course, they take liberties. It's a movie-based game, but it's pretty good. I mean, good game, but I think Rolls On Up is better. But again, any of the developers of Rare are watching, which I doubt, but I can only thank them though, because I remember buying the US version, and by me, I mean like my parents getting me at EB Games at the Everett Mall. Yeah, I remember EB Games. They still exist in Canada. I've been there a couple times, but yeah, I mean EB Games, And then, you know, they used to sell the N64 carts in like this little cardboard thing, and the cartridge would be in the center. It, yeah. Anyone remember that, or is that just me, huh? God, I need to do a video about like nostalgic memories I have and stuff. But by the way, I don't know. I don't know what people think about this beard. One of my friends in Hungary is telling me, dude, you got to shave that thing. It's like a monster. And then, like, I have other friends of mine saying, "Oh man, keep the beard, man. I mean, see, it goes down my neck. I like to call it a neck beard." So, see what I did there? Yeah. Ain't that funny? I should be a comedian. You know, screw music. I should be a comedian. I am working on another single though, so that'll be cool when that gets released, and maybe a month or two. So, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate your time. Hope you're doing well. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. God bless.